don't know for sure. Anyway, welcome to level 1. I do want some nuts here. There we go. So you have to kill them while they're not standing up to get nuts, I guess, you know. You know the drill. Yeah, if I killed it then, I would just get a stick. I don't need sticks. I got a stick anyway. Too much damage. I want at least a few... Come on, stupid plant. They're vicious. There we go. Let's equip a couple of these things. So I've probably got enough now. I don't need to worry too much about it. I like having a few sticks and nuts early on, just in case for stun and stuff. Alright, so... You know, the first dungeon, it's not really very complicated. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time messing around here. Oh look! There's vines, guys. Did you know there's vines on the wall? Amazing. You got a map! I'll probably never look at it. Hey, if chat wants to be the comic relief, you are welcome to it. It's all good. Yeah, the item sprites, like pretty much every item in game has nice updated sprites. It's really just the wall textures and the background textures that are taking a little while. And yeah, I think the OpenGL, like, you know, we switched from Direct 3D to OpenGL, and then Open Broadcast was able to capture the video setting a lot easier. So things are looking much, much better than they were at the beginning of the stream. You'll only... So chat's mentioning that no one will see this on the videos. Well, that may be true, unless I read it out loud, but sometimes I have allowed the chat to be visible during the video, sort of on the side or something, but... Oh, I missed my jump. But I usually don't mess around. Oh yeah, now, so Daubry, apparently, I have definitely heard that Nintendo used to be really nasty with claiming copyright strikes for, you know, Nintendo games. But they've actually kind of relaxed that the last year or so. So you're probably fairly safe nowadays to stream these kinds of games. I mean, I would never say you're 100% safe, but I've heard that in general they're not really worrying too much about people let's playing relatively old, or even like the big problem was more the new games anyway. They didn't want you putting the end of Mario Odyssey and all the secrets right immediately as soon as the game was launched. But even then, I think they've kind of chilled on stuff like that. I don't have evidence, but I've heard that they're not nearly as bad as... they're not nearly as hard on the content creators. You're still not allowed to make, like, no commentary, just the video gameplay footage. Like, they still get a little bit cranky about stuff like that. But as long as you're doing a normal Let's Play with some sort of voiceover, you're probably safe. Probably. Sometimes it's smart to turn the music down a little bit. Like, if the game audio is really loud, sometimes that auto-flags things as well. They might be sour that I improved their game. Well, to be fair, you know, I didn't do this. I just, you know, I just found the files and got it all working. But yeah, it's... Ocarina's not supposed to look this good. Blocked. Unsubbed. The Undertale live stream? Oh, that might have been deleted by now. I don't know. I don't always keep the I don't always keep the original streams up forever. Like, they stay up for a while and then eventually I take them off. Now, the most important item in the game. Every dungeon, most important dungeon item. It's the compass that nobody needs for anything. There we go. Oh yeah, I think walkthrough videos with no commentary for older games are fine. It was more about newer games where they didn't want you to see all the gameplay right after release. Is kind of, that's generally what they were a little bit cranky about. Will the bad playlist? Oh, we're going to find out tomorrow about the bad Undertale playlist. That will be either today or tomorrow, I think. Probably tomorrow will be the day for Sans fight becoming terrible. Can I sneak by this guy? Oh, look at that. Such sneak. The large Skulltulas are kind of jerks. I'm not a huge fan of killing all of them, honestly. Alright, that's a blue Ankylo point. Sorry while I auto-pilot through some of these dungeons. These early dungeons are so simple. Oh, just let me... Alright, we'll fight this one normal. We'll fight this one proper. There we go. I missed! Hey! That was pretty good, actually. I like that. I don't know. We glitched out the fairy, so that's a success. Well, yeah, don't worry, Rides with Queens. One way or another, the ending to the bad run of Undertale will be posted on YouTube shortly. Within a couple days. I just didn't want to spoil exactly how I dealt with it. Yeah, if a Skulltula gets a blue eye, we're in trouble, that's for sure. Although, how could we wouldn't have very bad karma yet. We haven't really killed anything seriously. Just a few spiders and stuff. Alright, we'll fight another one. Alright, so this time... right down the middle. Perfect! I did it! I did it, everybody! So if you hit the wall at the right angle, you don't fall in the... Like, normally you're supposed to fall in the water. I managed to dodge the water, so... Speedrunning hacks, +1, basically. I think you can... Yeah, you can jump grab onto this ledge as well. These are just sort of tricks that I used to try to do when I was a kid. I think there's a way to fall jump onto that ledge as well, if you're good. Some Naruto stuff, yeah! I'm like a ninja Ankylo. Oh, that's right, I have to kill the signs, that's right. That's where I lost all my karma, was killing an innocent sign that also asked me not to kill it. Alright, let's try some more tricks. This will probably get me hit, but... Nope, come on. You could just kill it with a slingshot, or you can go for swag. Maybe I need to put my sword away to do the jump. It's fine, don't worry. I'm just getting my controls under control. My controls are under control. All right, here we go. Angle is like from here. Pressing the wrong button. It's cool. I'll get it eventually. There you go. More swag. So that's another easy slingshot kill, but it's way more fun to do mid-air slash jumps. Yeah, I know, I lost a few Naruto points. I'm sorry. I'm working on it, guys. I haven't played this game in a long time. Now what? There's a trick to glitch over this as well. It's not like that, though. It's probably some sort of weird back jump garbage. Anyway, we're not going to worry about sequence breaking the dungeon. We'll do it normal. I saved the stick. We didn't even burn the stick down. Do I have to talk to it? Please, please forgive me, master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You'll never beat my brothers ahead unless you punish them in the correct order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Thank you. Alright, this is our beginning of shoot the eye with the bullet. First, that's our learning tutorial eye puzzle. It's very important that you learn how to handle eye. Oh, listen! This is your swimming tutorial, guys. You unskippable swimming tutorial. Anyway, I'm not going to mess around a whole lot with water. What do you call someone who is the best at fishing? Uh-huh. That's not really fishing. That's the setting of the bait. Anyway. Oh! Leg spike. The rotating leg spike there almost got us. Would you like to learn about blocks? You have subscribed to Block Facts. Press A to move the block. Pay attention to what A says, or you'll jump on top of it and then pull it or not. Thank you for subscribing to Block Facts. See if I can just remember what all the tutorials say before they even start. At this point, I probably could handle that. Alright, we've got deadly plants. I don't even really need any more. Here, have a... See? I used the nut for something, guys. I hope you're happy. Oh, 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 oh! Most difficult mini-boss in the game. Almost messed it up. Okay, this is kind of a fun room. Oh, sneaky spider. Alright, so. Suspicious eggs on the roof. Let's practice my slingshotting. I think you can hit them, right? Just aim it. I might have to reduce my sensitivity or whatever. Maybe you can't hit them. Well, that's a shame. Cheap game. Foreshadowing. There we go. Double kill. What's my opinion about walkthroughs with no commentary? Do you like someone to talk? Oh, I prefer hearing people talk. I think a walkthrough with no commentary for some games is okay, but usually the commentary explains what you're doing, and that's a very important part of the walkthrough. So, although that's usually not my main priority, when I'm playing a game, I'm often thinking of it in terms of a walkthrough, except also, hey, this is why I'm going to do something, or this is a hard thing to do, here are some tips. If it's just a visual-only walkthrough, it's not going to be quite as effective, in my opinion. And I like hearing people talk, so that's why I watch Let's Plays. That's why I do Let's Plays. In fact, I don't like the silent, like that's like for entertainment purposes, having long dead spots with no talking is actually a kind of a relatively big negative. That's a bad thing. Aren't the Deku sticks supposed to be super strong against bosses? They do Master Sword damage, I think. So the Kokiri sword does 1 damage unless you do a jump attack, and then it does 2 damage. I think the Deku stick does 2 damage by default, but then it breaks. I think. Anyway, there is one more thing in this room that we can't do. Did you notice the sound? So, yeah. There's something there, we just can't get it right now. So if we want to get 100%, we're going to have to come back. Okay, that's what I get for reading the chat instead of paying attention to my game. Ah, smooth. But yeah, that last room with the dropping monsters is definitely one of the scariest. What's the first ambush in the game, right? Oh, I didn't quite have the distance. That blow-up wall, I believe, has a gold Skulltula behind it. So it only really matters if you're going for the 100 gold Skulltula thingamajigger. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, Dobry. I don't have anything against silent walkthrough videos. They're just not my main thing. I often have Let's Plays running in the background when I'm doing something else, just so I can hear a commentator I like just chatting. So a lot of times I'm watching Let's Plays, you know, quote watching, more to listen than to actually see the video. Like, a lot of times I've got them on a, oh, did I do it again? No, I'm facing the wrong direction. There's a way to bounce and not land in the water here as well, but no Naruto points today. But yeah, a lot of times I'm just, you know, I'm just listening, basically. It's a let's listen. So, there are 3 Deku shrubs, and they get stunned when you hit them with a seed. You'll never figure out the puzzle. How'd you figure out our secret? It's so annoying. It's so annoying that I'm going to tell you another secret about Goma. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Groma. I did not know what coup de grace meant when I first played this game. I'm like, why would I want to give her a coup of grace? That does not make any sense. Just the final strike. Anyway, strike her while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. How many, like, young children know what a coup de grace is? Anyway. Well, I'm sorry about that, Benu. If your video quality dropped down, it sounds like you're doing too much, BitTorrenting or something. Alright, here we go. First boss. Enjoy the HD textures. It's all dark and scary. With an eyeball on the roof. You thought that room upstairs gave you nightmares. It's Goma time. Parasitic armored arachnid. Oh, it's got the legs. Alright, we got her once. One jump slash. So, if I remember correctly, the biggest trick here is just to stay near her so that you maintain your Z targeting. And then once she starts trying to drop eggs, just shoot her in the head. And then, oh, I missed the jump. I probably could have killed her there if I hadn't missed that one. Got turned around, but yeah, you can one-round her if you know what you're doing. But it's been a while. Anyway, there you go. She's so easy. It's very sad. All right, see you, Pug. I never hate someone for having other things to do during the day. Don't worry about it. Yeah, the roof, that's some new textures up there for sure. That's way more defined than it used to be. Scary, but nice. Alright, we got ourselves some life. Alright, 1 dungeon done. Nope, that didn't take too long. We've been only... See, how far are we in now? That might have taken, like, half an hour to get through the first town and dungeon. That's not bad. Well done, Blue. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listing? So now we have another half an hour of cutscenes. In fact, this is the longest cutscene in the game, if I remember correctly. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. It's the nose. the nose knows. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that connects to Hyrule. For it is in the sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. There's no mod to fix his nose. The only mod would make his nose bigger. Before time began, before spirits something, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Now, I don't have my rumble feature on, so just imagine every time, because if you ever played the Ocarina, your controller went nuts when these things flew by. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. And you're just vibrating constantly through all this. Furore, the goddess of courage. And I have to give you the. I can rotate the. That probably sounded. I'm sorry, everybody. I should never have done that. I gave you some rumble feedback through your headsets. I have to give you the authentic experience. Brings back the nostalgia from when you were playing the game on the N64. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. And Death Mountain. And Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Also, nice shiny graphical clouds. Furore, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. Mostly grass. This is backstory for Hyrule, guys. It's very important. There's gonna be a test later. Oh, you didn't have a Rumble Pack Rise with Queens? You missed out. The 3 somethings did some stuff, and the golden triangles flew in the sky. And the sacred triangles were holy and blah blah blah. It's in the sacred realm. And they're from the goddesses, and they cast magic spells. And, look, this is the, discount lore recap. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred triangles. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my powers. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Thou, your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful. I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will die soon. But do not grieve for me, I am but a tree. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. To the 7-year-old boy. Blue, go to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Oh, speaking of first sexual experiences, just wait for the Great Fairy. I actually haven't seen it yet in the HD textures, but I only can imagine great things from the Great Fairy with HD. Anyway, by the way, take the stone. It's green. Congratulations, you got a green orb. Pendant dungeon complete. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Link to the Past randomizer, so. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. It does nothing. Congratulations. See, I always thought, especially the medallions from the adult Link world, I always remember thinking that it was really lame that you'd finish a dungeon and get a MacGuffin that does nothing. I always thought they should have given you some advantage, like a little bit of defense from one of the medallions. They could have tied, like, some sort of buff for Link into the medallion, so you beat the dungeon and you actually get some sort of power-up, rather than just a coin that does nothing that you have to get. Let's go to Hyrule Castle. Yeah, like, we should just sell it. It's an emerald. It's got to be worth at least 100 rupees. See you later, Deku tree. A little bit of leg battle there, but yeah. So now we've got... Oh, there it is. 1 Kokiri Emerald. Yeah. getting inside the tree. Uh-oh, chat's taking a twist. Oh, come on, get out of the way, you little punk. The power-up from the dungeon item? Well, it depends on which dungeon you're in. Sometimes it's just a shield. Hey, Blue, what did you do? The great Deku tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? I just killed the tree with my sword? Like, seriously, kid, how do you think I could kill a tree? I mean, it would take a long time to chop it down. A long, long time. Anyway. So we ruined Kokiri Forest forever. It's fine. How you doing up there, ledge girl? What? Where are you going? To the castle? Oh yeah, there's also a legend that if any of these Kokiri villagers leave the forest, they die. Someone in town would tell you that if you leave, you die. So you're supposed to be worried about that, actually. What? Where are you going? To the castle. I'm trying to remember little bits of the lore that I didn't read all the guys' dialogue, you know. Mido is very upset. Did you smack him? Yeah. I'm so used to just skipping all of these NPCs. But yeah, there is kind of a story behind why these elf sprite things never leave. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Ooh, where's the castle? We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? Yeah, there you go. See? That's your life lesson, guys. Never leave the forest or you'll die. Unless you're a Hylian rather than an elf. If you're a pure forest elf, you're dead. But if you're actually a Hylian, you're okay. Oh, you're leaving. Look at her polygonal face. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Blue. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina that you probably didn't know how to pronounce when you were 10 and first playing the game. Ask Mido if he can check out Hyrule Field. Hey Mido, I heard there's a sword in Hyrule Field. You should go pick it up for me. You received the fairy ocarina. Don't lose it. It's a gift from your first girlfriend. It would be a very awkward relationship between these two. Link would keep getting taller, growing more facial hair, and other things. And she would always stay childlike. It probably wouldn't work out, to be honest. Although, to be fair, it might work out better than the fish girlfriend. But, still. We'll talk about best girlfriend once we get to that point in the game. For now, though, forest girlfriend, pretty sketchy, I gotta say.